Hello everyone! After my recent video on how to make smoked fish at home without a smoker, I have received lots of questions whether I can apply the same technique to make smoked chicken. Well, based on this request, I have decided to make another video, which is a complete guide on how to make an amazing smoked chicken at home without using an outdoor smoker. In this video, I will be using 3 indoor smoking methods: air fryer, stovetop and homemade smoker made out of Dutch oven. In this video, I will walk you through the step-by-step smoking process, share some useful cooking tips, and we'll do some tasting at the end to see which cooking method produced the best results. You can also find list of ingredients in the description of this video. For smoking, I prefer to use whole chicken, chicken thighs or chicken breast. For today's recipe, I will be using chicken breast. Step number 1. Brining process. You don't need to brine chicken before smoking. You can go wet or dry brining. For meat with less fat, such as chicken breast, which is one of the leanest meats, use wet brine. This way meat will get juicier in the smoking process. Also, I recommend skinless chicken for smoking. This way smoke will get inside the meat versus staying in the skin only. For the simple brine, use kosher salt and brown sugar. You can always add other aromatic spices or liquids. I'm adding some chili flakes, but it's optional. You can always get more creative by adding bourbon, wine, lemon juice, garlic cloves, herbs or apples. Add 3 tablespoons of salt and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar in the warm water and mix it well to dissolve. Let water cool down or add some ice to speed it up. Now you can add chicken in the Ziploc bag or vacuum sealed bag. Cover it up with a brine and send it to the fridge for at least 3 hours. You can go up to 8 hours, but don't go longer than 8. Step number 2. Seasoning chicken. After 4 hours in the brine, dry chicken with a paper towel, spray with avocado oil, and season it with your favorite spices on both sides. I'm using a nice mix of spices from Trader Joe's. Now, let's test out our indoor smoking methods. Method number 1. Air fryer. For this method, in addition to seasoning, I will splash a little bit of liquid smoke. I'm using 1.5 teaspoons. Don't use too much as it's highly concentrated. Now put chicken in the air fryer at 220 degrees Fahrenheit. In the process, open up air fryer a few times to check the internal temperature with a thermometer. In my case, it took me about 30 minutes. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my weekly recipes and cooking tips. Method number 2. Stovetop smoker. I'm using the one made by Kosher. Cherry sawdust is always a popular choice for smoked chicken, but you can always use apple, pecan or maple wood chips or sawdust. I also recommend using foil to cover the base and dripping tray, which will make it a lot easier to clean up. Set it up on the stove on medium heat. It took me about 30 minutes to get it to the 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Optionally, I like to put an aluminum disposable cup with some water or apple juice on the tray. It will add additional flavor and help to keep the meat moist. Method number 3. Do it yourself. A smoker made out of Dutch oven and some foil. Lay 2 pieces of foil inside the Dutch oven, with sides sticking out. Sprinkle wood chips and cover them up with a loose piece of foil. Now put a tray inside the Dutch oven. Lay chicken on the tray. Tighten up foil and close the lid. Set the stove on medium heat. It took me about 20 to 25 minutes. Open up the foil in the process and check the temperature so you don't overcook the chicken. Now let's taste it. All 3 pieces looked about the same. After a very demanding tasting process, we arrived at the conclusion that stovetop version had the most amount of flavor. Maybe that cup of apple juice worked out the magic. However, Dutch oven and air fryer were not too far apart. Very tasty, moist and full of flavor. Optionally, you can brush chicken with barbecue sauce before serving. All 3 methods worked out quite well. Took about the same amount of time and about the same amount of effort and cleanup. If you like this video, check out my collection of recipes and cooking challenges. Click on the next video on your screen. Thank you for watching and I will see you very soon.